Hello and welcome back to another Doctor Who unboxing video. Yes, today I'll be unboxing this package from Zoom, what I can only hope is season 14. So yeah, the way this video is going to work is obviously I'm going to unbox this parcel, then show you the presentation of season 14, and then talk about the new special features, what are included on this release, what aren't on the DVD, and then I'll do a Blu-ray lineup of all the collection series so far, and then do my concluding thoughts on this actual set on the presentation of it. So without further ado, let's begin the unboxing. So if we just start unboxing this, hopefully. Yes it is. It is Doctor Who, The Collection, Season 14, in all its 4th Doctor Gothic horror glory. So here is season 14, and doesn't it look marvellous? I've got to be honest, the collection series, they just get better and better with the artwork. We've got this lovely sort of Talons of Weng-Chiang, 4th Doctor in the Sherlock Holmes getup, and instead of sort of a space vortex, we've got the sort of London sewer acting as that. That's a really nice little touch by Lee Binding. Then we've got of course the Vok robot, Magnus Grill, Eldrad and Hieronymus, and then Doctor Who The Collection season 14 8-disc set, and then there is the side of release, quite chunky. So turning to the back, you basically have continue your Doctor Who archive of the Ultimate Collector's set. Then we've got a bit of artwork from the booklet, which is very cool. So it says a classic season from the 4th Doctor, all 26 episodes newly remastered and packed with bonus material, so including the Masque of Mandragora, the Hand of Fear, the Deadly Assassin, the Face of Evil, Robots of Death and the Talons of Weng-Chiang, and then a list of the special features included. So here we have the box set out of the cellophane, and it just looks even more impressive. So if we just remove the J card, sorry about this Tom, so we just slide that off, and then we get a closer look at the artwork, which is now all clean, so you get a closer look at it. And doesn't that look marvellous with that really nice sort of space cosmos background there? It just looks absolutely brilliant. So the 4th Doctor there with this sort of London sewer, Vok robot, Hieronymus, Eldrad, and then with this sort of piece from the time cabinet. That just looks absolutely incredible. I love the look of this. This is brilliant. So if you look at the back, we have the TARDIS travelling down the Mandragora helix, and that just looks absolutely stunning. That does look really nice. I love that. And yeah, that looks absolutely stunning. So if we just move the J card down there, we can open up the set. So if we open it up, we are greeted with this, the lovely discs and the lovely book artwork. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I love that little motif from the Face of Evil, you know, we've got the sort of 4th Doctor or Zoan in there, sort of a planet with this nice sort of spacey background, and I love that. That is really nice artwork, that is. So if we have a closer look at the discs. Now, season 14 is one of my favourite seasons from the classic series. I think it's one of the best. I think that this is Tom's last great solid season. I mean, I think after season 14, I kind of cherry pick the 4th Doctor stories. I think from season 12 to 14 you've got a really good solid run of stories, whereas sort of season 15 onwards I kind of have, you know, 1 or 2 favourite stories from that season. I don't think they're as consistent as, you know, the Philip Hinchcliffe era. So if we look at the disc, so disc 1 is the Masque of Mandragora, and I love the disc art motif. I have to say that I think from what I've seen, I think that this is probably my favourite sort of disc art releases from the collection. I just love the sort of Seal of Rassilon motif there. And they've got a 4th Doctor and Sarah, and obviously the sort of football thing, what he uses to scare the horses. So disc 2 is the Hand of Fear with Eldrad, the 4th Doctor, again continuing the Seal of Rassilon motif. It would have been quite nice if Sarah was there with sort of the hand. That would be quite nice because that's quite an iconic imagery for the actual story. Moving on to disc 3 now, we have the Deadly Assassin with the 4th Doctor and all the Time Lord regalia. Yeah, I think one thing what I would have loved for this is to have the crispy master, to have Peter Pratt's master on there. That would have been great. Disc 4, we have the Face of Evil with lovely Leela, because obviously that's her introduction story. So yeah, like that disc, because it's nice and simple. Then we move on to one of my favourite stories, the Robots of Death, with the Vok robots. So disc 6 is the Talons of Weng-Chiang. So we've got the 4th Doctor looking rather scared and Leela just, you know, ready to fight. Disc 7 again is the Talons of Weng-Chiang. We've got old Mr. Sin, and then the final disc, disc 8, is the bonus disc. And if I remove disc 8, we're greeted with the 4th Doctor there in the title sequence. So here's a closer look at the booklet itself. Love that sort of Face of Evil motif. I really do like it. I think this is probably my favourite booklet design. If we just open it up, we are greeted with the Deadly Assassin artwork, which is used for the booklet, and then we get a little glimpse of the actual TARDIS. So if we just remove the booklet, we're greeted with the Season 14 secondary TARDIS console room, which is really nice, and I can't wait to see that on the DVD menu. So here is the booklet, and this is really nice. I love that with the 4th Doctor in the Time Lord gear. We've got Sarah Jane there with the hand. We've got good old Crispy Master. Yeah, he's finally there, which is really nice. And I really like that nice sort of shard detail. We've got the Vok robots there. We've got Leela. And then I think you've got Weng-Chiang there. Then you've got Zoanon. Really nice little Easter eggs, that is. That is really nice little attention to detail with the little sort of shards there. Really like that. That is a really nice touch. So the booklet there. We've got a little quote from Philip Hinchcliffe. And then sort of about Season 14. And then we open it up. We have the sort of content on each disc for Masque and Mandragora. And a little production still there, and then again a bit more about the recording of the story, and then some artwork of the actual story, which is really nice. Love that. That is a really nice bit of artwork. And then reception, and we have the Hand of Fear telling you what's on each disc. Now I'm going to be honest, the Hand of Fear is one of those stories what I really want to love, but I just can't. There's something what stops me trying to. There's just something about it what just stops me from enjoying it, and I really want to love it because it's, you know, Sarah Jane's last story and the ending is just beautiful. So the artwork, again, really nice, lovely a bit of artwork that is. Then the development of the actual story, and then we move on to the recording, a bit about it, the reception of the actual story, and the after image. And then we have The Deadly Assassin, one of my favourite 4th Doctor stories, definitely in my top 3. And then what's on that disc there, and then we have good old Crispy Master there, looking very crispy as ever. And then we have the recording, and then the reception, and the after image there. Then we have the Face of Evil again telling you what's on each disc, and then the development of the idea, and then some artwork, which is really nice. Love that bit of artwork there. And then we have the reception, and again the after image of the actual story. And you have the Robots of Death, one of my favourite stories. I'm going to keep saying I love it. As a kid, I just absolutely love this story. I constantly watched it. And it's a really good little murder mystery. So yeah, we've got the special features on that disc, the development of the actual story, the recording. And I think Chris Boucher's a very underrated sort of Doctor Who writer. I think the stories where he wrote Face of Evil, which I think is a really underrated gem. Face of Evil, I absolutely love, and I cannot wait to watch it because I think it's a really underrated story. And the Robots of Death is just superb. So yeah, we've got the Robots of Death artwork, again, really nice. And again, production credits there. And then the reception and the after image, then the Talons of Weng-Chiang, which is obviously disc 6 and 7. So that tells you what's on each disc there, disc 6 and disc 7. And obviously that has a revised special edition because we have new special effects, which I am very excited about because I've heard very good things about it. Because I've had, you know, some of my mates went to the BFI screening of it, and obviously they said it was really good. And I've just noticed this story contains language what may offend. So if you move there, we've got a sort of a bit more bio on it. And Talons of Weng-Chiang, absolutely brilliant. Lovely artwork, actually. That is really nice. I love that. That's a great bit of artwork. And Talons of Weng-Chiang introduces Jago and Lightfoot, one of Big Finish's best spin-offs, and a spin-off what should have really happened on TV. It's brilliant. And then we have the reception and the after image, and then what's on the bonus disc there. And on the back we have a nice little sort of publicity photo of the 4th Doctor there, and the sort of Chancellery Guard and the Time Lords there. So yeah, that is really nice. So that is the booklet, which is really great. Love that. So here we have my little Season 14 display in celebration of Season 14 being released on Blu-ray. So yeah, let's talk about the new special features, what are included on this Blu-ray release, what aren't available on the DVD. So for disc 1, the Masque of Mandragora, we have Behind the Sofa, which is always a highlight of these Blu-ray releases. We have audio archive Tom Baker interview and audio archive Doctor Who and the Pescatons, which is a really nice little addition to have the Pescatons included on there. We have BBC Trails and Continuity, revised and updated production galleries, and the photo gallery in HD for disc 2. So for disc 2, the Hand of Fear, the new special features are Sarah Jane, the life of Elizabeth Sladen, which is going to be a very emotional watch. I can already feel the tears already, because everybody loves Sarah Jane. So we have Behind the Sofa for the Hand of Fear, audio archive the Exploration Earth, which is a radio play what the 4th Doctor and Sarah feature in, what was part of the school radio service, I think it was. So we have BBC Trails and Continuity, revised and updated production subtitles and photo gallery, and we have a load of PDF material as well included. So the new special features for the Deadly Assassin are optional 5.1 surround mix, Behind the Sofa for the Deadly Assassin, the nationwide excerpt featuring Tom Baker and Louise Jameson, BBC Trails and Continuity, new production subtitles and photo gallery in HD. For disc 4, for The Face of Evil, we have new audio commentary with Tom Baker and Matthew Sweet on part 1 and part 3. We have Behind the Sofa of The Face of Evil. We have film trims, unedited, which are going to look great because obviously The Face of Evil does have a little bit of HD in there, which is going to be great to see. We have BBC Trails and Continuity, revised and updated production subtitles and photo gallery in HD. And for disc 5, The Robots of Death, we have the new special features are Behind the Sofa, the Panopticon Archive, the Robots of Death panel, BBC Trails and Continuity, revised and updated production subtitles, photo gallery in HD. And disc 6 we have for the Talons of Weng-Chiang, we have new audio commentary with Tom Baker and Matthew Sweet on part 1, 4 and 6, Behind the Sofa of the Talons of Weng-Chiang. And then on disc 6 we have the optional updated special effects, which are going to look incredible from the trailer. They look brilliant and I can't wait to see what they've done with the good old rat. So we have BBC Trails and Continuity, revised and updated production subtitles, photo gallery in HD. For disc 7, again we continue the Talons of Weng-Chiang, so we have Who's Doctor Who, which is a new HD transfer. Obviously that was already included on the DVD, but they've managed to get a HD transfer of it, which is going to be very good. So we have Who's Doctor Who Revisit, so that is basically Toby Haydock meeting with the people what featured within that documentary. So sort of the children, what featured in there and them being all grown up now. So we have an audience with Mr. Sin, a Deep Roy interview, which is going to be very exciting. And then disc 8, which is the bonus featured disc, we have a Philip Hinchcliffe in conversation with Matthew Sweet, and Matthew Sweet does a brilliant job with those in conversations, so I can't wait to see what he has to say with Philip Hinchcliffe. We have Tom Baker and Philip Hinchcliffe interview a re-edit of the Last Hurrah footage, and then we have Call My Bluff featuring Tom Baker and the season 14 Blu-ray trailer along with a load of PDF material. So there's quite a lot of additional content featured within this Blu-ray, and I can't wait to sit down and experience this because I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I pick up these Blu-ray box sets, because of the additional content. I'm a big fan of the new special features, what they do, and they're really a labour of love, and you can just tell by the way these Blu-rays are presented that they just look absolutely stunning. So here we have the Doctor Who The Collection so far. So we've got season 10, season 12, newly released season 14, season 18, season 19 and season 23 and 26, and I have to say that it is really shaping up nicely and I just absolutely love them. Just look at that, it just looks so pretty and they look all resplendent, don't they? Love that, absolutely love them. So there we have my unboxing of Doctor Who The Collection season 14. Yes, how very exciting. So yeah, I'm very happy to have season 14 in the collection. It's one of my favourite Fourth Doctor seasons. I personally prefer it over season 13. I think that's a bit of a controversial thing, but I just love these stories. I love Masque Mandragora. I love sort of the astrology vibe to it and the sort of cult vibe. It's just really great. You know, I love that. It's a really nice little story. It's an underrated gem. Hand of Fear, I will probably say is the weakest story for me of the season. And then obviously Deadly Assassin, just an outright classic. It's a brilliant story, I love it, one of my favourite Fourth Doctor stories. And then again, Face of Evil, underrated gem, I love it. I think that it's a really good story, very creepy cliffhanger, you know, with Zoannon, you know, with the, who am I, and then it cuts to like the little kid's voice. It's just very eerie and creepy. I love the Face of Evil and I love it, it's a great fun. And then obviously Robots of Death, I've just been obsessed with since a kid. I love the Vok robots, they're just ingrained in my mind and I love them. And then of course we have the Talons of Weng-Chiang. Yes, it does have its faults, but I can kind of look past it because there is a really good story within there and I love it. I love the Talons of Weng-Chiang. It's one of my favourite Fourth Doctor stories. I mean, to be honest, most of these stories are some of my favourite Fourth Doctor stuff out there. So yeah, as for the Blu-ray release, I think that it looks stunning. I think the Blu-ray releases just get better and better each time they release. They just get more exciting, and I think that the artwork's very clever. The booklet artwork is brilliant, the way it's presented and housed. I think it's probably my favourite of the collection so far. The disc art is an improvement because I have been quite critical on the disc art in the past unboxings, what I've done. Because I feel like this sort of does reflect the season a little bit more. As for the additional special features, I can't wait to watch them. I can't wait to have the Elizabeth Sladen one because I know I'll probably be a mess the time I finish watching that. You know, I think that one thing I would have liked to have seen added to this Blu-ray is a sort of a little documentary on Jago and Lightfoot, just talking about them and the sort of maybe the spin-off they could have had on TV series, and then sort of talk about the Big Finish stuff. That would have been great, and I think that would have been a nice little tribute to Trevor Baxter, who played Lightfoot. I think that would have been a really nice thing to actually included within this release. Obviously, again, the special features, what you have on your DVDs, are still included within this, but I was just talking about the additional content, what features we've on this Blu-ray. But yeah, I cannot wait to start watching this, because the Blu-ray series is definitely a highlight to get. The collections are something I really look forward to getting. Even though I've got them on DVD, I'm still excited to get them and see what they've done to them and see what new special features feature on that season. And obviously we don't know what the next Doctor Who collection is going to be. There's rumours for season 20 or season 11. You know, maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll find out. I probably think it'll be season 20 next, and I guess we'll probably see season 11 in sort of the autumn time, which would be rather nice because I'd love to have another Pertwee set. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. So thank you very much and goodbye.